Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and full review of this Amszke smartwatch with a large 1.72 inch full touchscreen display. The listing on Amazon says fitness tracker for Android, iOS phone, advanced heart rate, SpO2, pedometer, blood pressure, text, sleep monitor, IP67, waterproof smartwatch for women and men. It's in black. I think it's really available only in one color. It's listed currently for around $40. It doesn't have the best reviews, but actually the specs are really good. It has a large screen, so it looked really tempting for me, and I wanted to share my review with you so you can see how good this really is. By the way, this is not a sponsored review, this is just my honest opinion on that. So here's the packaging. Here we have the description, CPU, even that's really rare that they are mentioning the CPU heart rate sensor model. Yeah, it's pretty nice that we see all these internals. Battery capacity, yeah, that's not the battery capacity, but anyway, yeah, there's not much anyway. Oh, looks like we can get it in black, gray and pink. I think on the Amazon page currently it's just available in one color, but yeah, just check the link down below in the description. Anyway, so let's take it out of the box and see what we get. Here's the watch. It's a rather simple packaging. It just has this magnetic charger. Do we have some instructions manual? Yeah, at least we get a small manual. I'm going to show you that. Not all the pictures, but a couple of things here, especially regarding the app, could be helpful. Maybe you can even scan it from here if you need that. Yeah, it's not really focusing. Then we have some of the images, but yeah, a lot about the menus in the watch, but I guess you'll find out what we can do. I mean, I'm going to show most of it to you anyway. That's the, I don't know, is it Spanish? I can't even read that. So yeah, that's it. Regarding the manual, here's the watch. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I think is that plastic? Yeah, on the side we have metal, really a large, yeah, large. It's not huge. I mean, but it's nice. I mean, yeah, it goes to the other side. Doesn't look too bad. Looks like a comfortable wristband. It's coming with this. Yeah, it's a simple strap here. It doesn't have any pin. Usually, yeah, here we have the pin. Okay, that's good. Many holes till the very end. Looks like everything good. We have even some protection here on the side, so I removed that. Regarding the charger, it looks like it's a magnetic charger, which is really good. So usually, yeah, okay, it's a little bit loose. I have seen better ones. That's really not so good, but I guess we can use it to charge. Has a lot of sensors here, so I'm going to charge it and use it for a while, and then I'm going to let you know how everything turned out and everything worked. Yeah, maybe it's also interesting to see the connectivity. By the way, yeah, the app here is the DA Fit or the DA Fit, and yeah, it's actually a nice coincidence that the last watch, which I've been testing just a couple of days ago, is using also the same app. So I have it already installed. I have just removed the old device, and now we can link this one here. Yeah, by the way, the previous watch which I've been testing has totally failed. I mean, it was nice to look at, it has some nice features, but it had a lack of many things, and so I hope this is going to be a little bit better. What the old one had is actually a limit of only 3 alarms, which is really bad. I mean, in 2021 we should expect a little bit more. So yeah, add a device, let's see what we can find. So we have just a choice of 3 watches. The previous one was, I think, this one, T12. Now I think that's the NK15. It doesn't say anything about NK15, but it looks like this one. So let's try and see if we can connect. It says connecting. Let's turn this thing on again. Yeah, it takes a while. Rather slow. Usually it's connecting faster. Let's wait for a little bit. Okay, it took about half a minute. Now it says connected, but the battery is down to only 6%. We definitely have to charge this thing urgently. Okay, so I'm here after wearing this watch for 2 days, and the question is then, of course, how has my experience been so far? And I would say, yeah, overall it was not so bad. It was actually quite good. I mean, the watch itself, it's really beautiful, it's sturdy, it's comfortable to wear, it has a really large screen, a lot of information. We have really comfortable watch band. This has turned out exactly as I've been expected. It really super comfortable day and night. So let's start a little bit with the display. There are quite some disadvantages. I mean, it's really bright, or you can set it really bright. Here we have the brightness correction. Sometimes it doesn't work for some reason. I don't know why. Sometimes you can go up and down and it doesn't do anything. But as long as it's responding, you can see there's really a large range what you can do. But there's no automatic mode. A lot of watches have automatic mode like day and night. They adjust to the environment brightness, or at least you can set it then in the app that it will be darker during the night. That's not possible here. And what we also don't have is a touch to wake. That's also not here. What's good, we can turn the screen on here with a push and turn it off. There are some watches where you can't do that, especially during the night. It can be very helpful when you just want to see the time, that you can turn it off after that really fast, and you don't have to wait for the timeout. Regarding the brightness, this is the watch face which I've been using during the day, because it's very easy to read. It has the day and date and some information, but most of the watch faces which we have are rather simple or do not even work properly. You can see, yeah, there's something here, some information. I'm going to show you that later. Here the heart rate is always showing 0. It's not even working. That's really sad. For to change the watch face, we have to long press. We can also change it on the watch, on the app, and you can see we have a lot of different watch faces, especially in the app. There are, I think, 100, 200, something like that. What I've been using then is this watch face during the night, because it doesn't provide a lot of illumination. It doesn't wake you up fully. And during the day I've been using this one here. I'm going to show you more of them. But I mean, in general, the visibility is good. The brightness outside, when you have it on the highest brightness, it's also good. You can see it really good. And what's really good here is that the sensor is really good. I mean, the touch screen, you can see with some of the smartwatches, it can be really difficult to do something like that, or it's impossible. Sometimes it's really laggy and stubborn and whatsoever. So this thing here is really a lot of fun to work with it. So what we have again here on top, the status menu, which is good. I love this thing that we have it on top. We can turn on and off the vibration. We can control the music. We have some information here about the watch. We have also some settings here right away from the status menu, like brightness, vibration, the theater mode, reset, power on, about, yeah, similar things here. We have a lot of weather information here for the whole next week. We can see if it's connected to the app, and the battery status. By the way, the battery is lasting, I would say, about 3 days. Of course, depends a little bit on the usage, what you're doing, and the brightness what you are setting. But I would say minimum maybe 2 days, maximum about 4 days. Then underneath we have the information here, and you can see I have mainly WhatsApp messages, and most of them are saying WhatsApp web is currently active, or checking for messages, these silly things. What we cannot do, we cannot delete single ones, can only go down and then clear all. The readability is not bad, it's not perfect, it's quite good. I mean, for the size of the display, it could have been better. but at least the notification work really good. But there is quite some disadvantage, of course, because there are huge limitations. I'm going to show you that regarding notifications, but regarding the notifications, what you get is usually good, except from these silly WhatsApp messages, which they haven't blocked. Some of the watchmakers or the app makers, they are blocking this message, which is really nice. Otherwise you get every 5 or 10 minutes these silly messages if you're using WhatsApp. On the left side we have the main menu, which you can set in or arrange in 2 different styles. You can have it as a grid view or as a list view. This which you have been seeing is the list view. We can also make the grid view, which is a really interesting thing, of course, and then you can choose like this, but then there is no description. You have the whole variety almost of everything, also the settings, almost everything. It's really nice, but there's no description what it is. Maybe this heart rate, yeah, you can see, or SpO2 measurement. Yeah, let's go back here. It looks nice, but it's really not very helpful. I prefer the other one. But the thing is, with the normal grid view, you don't have all the apps available. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense for me to have a different variety of apps depending on how you arrange them. So let's check a little bit for the apps. Here we have the activity or the sports tracking. I think that's just the activity tracking. What's interesting with a lot of these screens, we have a lot of information. When we go down, can see max calories, minimum, or miles, whatever, minutes, miles, and also some graphics, amount of steps and so on. That's really cool. I haven't seen this a lot. And also in the sleep, it shows the last night and some additional information here, or even an overview of the week. Was that an overview of the week? Yeah, it's really cool. I haven't seen that. Then the heart rate measurement, also here some additional information. Yeah, regarding all the sensors here, the heart rate and the SpO2 and the blood pressure and so on. Of course, it's not a professional thing. It's not a medical device. It's also not a toy, somewhere in between. Of course, when you do something, the heart rate will go up and then it goes down, but it's not anywhere close to like a medical device. Then you can select what you want to do, like walking and those things. You start it and stop it again. What's not so good here, this could be really important for you maybe, that there's no current time. I mean, you have different screens where you can see some information, but there's no current time here, and during the exercise you cannot go back to the main screen, so there's no way you can check the current time during the exercise. That's really bad here. You can see that the last thing which you have done, but not much information. Then here the measurement regarding the blood pressure. Of course, you have to wear it, but it's just a single measurement. It doesn't measure the SpO2 and the blood pressure 24/7. The only thing which you can have measured at 24/7 is the heart rate. Yeah, you can see a similar thing here for the blood oxygen level. Then the weather we already had. Then the shutter release, music, then breeze control or breeze testing. Yeah, okay. Maybe it can help you to relax. Then we have the stopwatch here, and here we have exactly the same problem as with the sports tracking. We can start and stop, and then we have even laps. That's really nice, but there's no time here. If you want to stop something for an hour, there's no way you can go back and check the normal time of the day. It's really sad. Then we have the alarms. We have the overview of the alarms, which is really good, but we only have 3 alarms. We can turn them on and off here on the watch, which is really good, and it's really rare, but we cannot change the time. Then we have the timer. Let's say we can make a countdown for 1 minute. We do not see the time here, but the good thing is we can go back to the main menu and it's running in the background. So we have to go back then to the thing. What's really strange, when you just go back to the countdown, it doesn't show you the remaining time. You really have to click on one of these things and then it will show the remaining time. It's a little bit weird. That should have been improved. That's not so good. Is it still running? You know, it's not running. Okay. So, and here we have the torch if you need that during the night, and here settings again. So that's already it from this side here, and on the right side we have direct access to the sports activity and the sleep and the heart rate and exercise and weather and shutter and phone, and that's it already on the watch. It's not bad. I mean, you can do and see a lot, but it lacks really of quite some important things. Then let's also check here in the app. You can see we have on the left, I mean, we have 3 tabs. On the left side we have mainly the sensors here. We start on top with the steps, and you have the daily, the weekly, the monthly overview. You have a lot of information here. That's really nice. And same thing for almost everything. Also for the sleep, same thing for the heart rate, same thing for the continuous heart rate measurement, which I think is not bad. The blood pressure, blood oxygen, but again, these are just one-time measurements. It will just measure when you do the measurement. It's not a 24/7 thing. And outdoor running, I don't know. I have been recording a couple of them. I can't find it here. I don't know why it's not here. Maybe I have to look on a different place. So all the information here is not a bad thing. Then we have the watch faces, which I wanted to show you here. You can select different watch faces, but what's important here, we can go to more watch faces. You have to wait for a little bit and it will load many watch faces. Probably hundreds, but the problem is they are very simple. I mean, it's nice to have maybe a dog or a flower on it. Yeah, I think it will come. Or the circles. I mean, they are looking nice, but most of them are lacking from really essential features. You can see, I mean, here we have at least the time, day and date, but let's say here, why didn't they add like a day and date? And that's the same thing here with a lot of watch faces. Okay, there are no more. Yeah, okay, looks like for the square they haven't done as many as for the round watch faces. I've seen with the same app they also provide watch faces for the round ones, and I think they had more, but at least you have quite some choice here. Then regarding notification, that's really bad. You have only choice of these apps you can activate or deactivate, and everything what's not here you can either just activate or deactivate all in one. So when you hit this thing, which is even difficult to do, now I have turned on all notification from all apps. If you have like 250 apps, I can assure you that's a big problem, because your watch will then send some silly messages, also a lot of technical message like app has been connected, this status has been checked, some crazy information you have never seen and you cannot even assign to a specific app, and it will keep going. Sometimes every 10 seconds, sometimes maybe every 30 seconds you will get notifications and you have no clue what it really is. So you can't use that when you have a lot of apps on your watch. So I have just turned on these 3 things which actually work good. Then here again just 3 alarms. Yeah, that's really rather embarrassing. Shutter we already had. Then the others is time format unit, do not disturb during the night, of course, reminder to move, continuous heart rate detection, I had it 24/7. Yeah, that's the only thing which you can turn on. And language auto lock, at least we have this. I had already a watch which was using the same app and it didn't provide an automatic lock. I mean, you don't have a lot of choice. It's just 5, 10, 15 or 20 seconds. Usually I'm going with the 5 seconds automatic lock. I mean, it means the lock of the watch when you turn it on, after what time it will go into automatic lock to prevent like malfunction and also to save some battery. And then we have the quick view. This will make your screen turn up when you flip it. I mean, sometimes it's combined with the sensor here in the back. Looks like here it's working anyway. And you can restrict that so that doesn't happen during the night, which is really good. Heart rate warning, whether you have to set your location, doesn't automatically take your location, which is actually bad, especially when you are traveling a lot. You'd have to reset your location. This should be done much better. Yeah, of course you have also the possibility to activate some especially female things, which you can see here. I have not been using this and I can't tell you how this is. Probably it's working. So overall, there are quite some good things. It's nice, it's beautiful, comfortable to wear, it has some nice features. What I almost forgot to tell you is regarding the alarm. The alarm, at least it has a strong vibration, that's good. Some of the watches do not have a strong vibration. This one has a strong vibration, but you cannot adjust the vibration. With many watches you can adjust the vibration, like the length and the pattern and the strength. Here you cannot change it, but at least it has been waking me up pretty reliable. Yeah, I've checked my checklist, the pros and cons, which you also can find down in the description, so you can read everything again if you want. Everything what I've been telling you now you can find down in the description of the video, also the link to the watch itself if you really like it. And I've checked and found that just I forgot two things to mention. Yeah, there's usually a wrist sensitivity, so how fast your watch will react on wrist movement. And a lot of watches, yeah, it can be set, and with this watch you cannot set it, but usually I would say it has been working good. Also, what I found is that it doesn't have any kind of swim mode. So of course it's on this IP67, but I think I remember that they are saying you can use it for swimming, but there's no swim mode here. I mean, anyway, I wouldn't use a watch with IP67 for swimming. But the thing is, if you would love it, I mean, I know there are some IP67 watches which have a swim mode, and what it does protect usually the screen from malfunction when it touches water. When such a screen is getting in contact with water, they usually do crazy stuff. They can do everything, change all your settings, start and stop, and do crazy stuff. So this is not something which you can take into the water. I mean, it doesn't have touch to wake. You could like this go into the water and then dry it completely, however you want to do that in the water, but turn it on to check the time and turn it off. But this is definitely not a watch which you want to wear too much in the water for swimming, but I think it's protected nicely against water. I had it today in a really tough rain shower outside, and yeah, there was pouring rain, and yeah, it looks like it's still dry, everything working good so far. I would say it's a nice watch again, but it definitely lacks from a few very critical features, unfortunately. But if you're still happy with it, yeah, why not? So I still hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.